You're elite. The plan of your kinsmen is insane. Convince them to relent. I will take the warriors elected many years to discover the webway gate, capable of bringing their strike force to the expanse. Perhaps I will be too old by then. And on your deathbed, you will hear the tidings of the children of Sirion coming to exact their vengeance. Oh, shoot. Well, it's not like my choice. Whatever choice I made didn't matter, because they were already coming. So, worry not, Elentok. It is my turn to rescue you and your people. Rescue me how? Like a forgotten shadow, Solitaire steps into the light and leans forward with interest. Spectre watching a culmination of exciting performance. During the exile, I met my many companions who temporarily joined me in my endless travels. One such companion was his fellow outcast who had already completed many paths. It is he who told me about the ritual of unity. An exciting opportunity for one spirit to reach out and touch the infinity circuit. Of the other crafts were familiar to Farseers to perform it. Sharon K said that the Crudarch Farseers already contracted Elentok. This means I can too. Has the darkness of the space driven you mad during the exile, sister? Not even the ones walking the path of the seer have all the power. Risk joining the souls of the ancestors inside the circuit. They are wise and know that the ritual is perilous for the soul. Your chances of success are simply negligible. You would die before you achieved anything, and even if you would not, ask yourself fairly, why should the ancestors listen to a simple outcast? Like you said, Alatok is the world of my fellow outcasts. They are not going to hurt me on purpose, and this is given the wings of my hope. Look me in the eye. Do you wish to end the suffering of our kinsmen? I can see in the reply in your heart. You must accept it and help me. I'll just let her handle it. Unless the warrior of Alatak arrives in this part of the galaxy, the sons and daughters of Crudarch are going to perish among the worlds of the Monkey. This fate you wish for. We'll have to find another way. I understand that it's not easy for those who have lived all their lives sheltered in the craft world to accept that sometimes life leads us down different paths. The paths that you and the Farseers have chosen leads to more pain. So let her continue. I did everything I could, and you know what you should do. It's expecting to hear the last line of the play. May Assyrian forgive this child. Fetch Farseers, tell them the outcast wishes to perform the ritual. We'll wait for them here. Oh my god, don't tell me she's gonna die. If she dies, I'm gonna be upset. Strange energy that permeated the clearing. You survived. Syrians show you mercy, outcasts. So did our ancestors from the Infinity Circuit. So tell me, sister, what is their answer? I'm tired of the Farseers' blindness and the kinsmen's hatred. All their choices of our people led only to suffering and the loss of loved ones. I no longer wish to accomplice to someone else's hatred, pay for the mistakes of the ones who supposedly to guide us towards the light but lead us into oblivion. I convinced my kin to divert their river of their anger. The outcast cohorts will arrive in the expanse unseen and unheard, but not for the sake of war. They will find and take away those who remain, the last sons and daughters of Crudarch, and they will leave the Monkey stars without a trace forever. Brothers and sisters will dare not ask you for more. I understand your choice, even though my spirit cannot fully accept it. Are you alright? I am fine. Thank you, and I finally reached the end of my path, this path, and I'm grateful that you walked along beside me. So what's happening now? After the Master of Flesh has been dealt with, we'll go home as soon as possible. You still hope to find the Mykillangelo. The Farseers will not divine where the Master of Flesh makes his lair. or the unknown forces hiding from the penetrating gaze of the wise ones. The children of Asarian have never encountered anything like this before. Having circled the world several times and having failed the search, we ventured to unleash the pent-up fury on the planet of hopes, and we graced a fortunate accident. All you hear is... They are calling us basically a monkey, but it is Mon-He. At least that's how I'm pronouncing it. Alas, the fate of the Masters of Flesh remained unchanged. The Fireseers would feel the beating of his black heart, were powerless to do anything. This is when our rangers began to deduce the coordinates of his lair based on the readings of the Wise Ones and the lands untouched by the fired weapons. And they would have succeeded if the monkey had not attacked our fleet. I shall share the information I have gathered, for I hope that even the Master of Flesh will not have to elude pursuers at once. I'm not going to ask for reward. I would not mind cooperating in the future. Okay, so we got to locate the homunculus' hideout. If our paths cross again someday, we will begin our conversation by meeting one or the other and not unsheathing our blades. Your time in this world is too short to hope for it, but I remember your promise, Elentalk. Let's go track the homunculus. We'll search the part of the world where the local star set down. We should go to where the star awakens. Let's go loot these guys. What do we got? What do we got? Gladiator mesh armor. Oh, wow. I think I'll put that on. I believe that's where they have it on. Knuckle guard. I got myself some steel knuckles, not brass. This knuckle guard grants the wearer +5 bonus to weapon skill. Also grants any equipped melee weapons a +5 armor pen and 10 strength. I already got one of them. Grants +5 fellowship for each enemy. No. No. What the hell's the name of that? Hot shot lays pistol. Harbinger of Carnage. One-handed chainsword. 26. I think I'm going to go one-handed because that is insane. Another one-handed one. 29 to 39. One-handed axe. We're going to take all that and just take a look and see what. I got so much crap on me, though. So, 26 to 29. This power axe deals 50% more damage if the wielder has less than 50% wounds. I mean, it's nice. I'm hoping I don't go that low, but that is better than what I got by far. Okay, where's that armor piece that he had? This one, the gladiator mesh. Yeah, +3 deflection against melee attacks. I like that. Okay, Abby. What's your armor? Heavy. I don't know if there's... That is better. Wear it. And, okay, for the weapon. I'm thinking the chainsword. Well, get the heavy greatsword. This is still better. You chainsword back. I can have like a riot shield or something. Friedrich Frankenstein. Okay. I don't know much else. Oh, that's kind of nice though. Switch that out with a ring. I think we're good. Whenever the wearer attacks an enemy behind cover, the ranged attack vision is decreased by 40%. Oh, Argenta? Yeah, and, where is that at? You're right. Yeah, negative 15 recoil. Because what's the recoil of her weapon? $25. Oh, that should help out. All right, anywhere else we gotta go? There's some loots here.
Keep your wits about you.
I will try. Okay, is that just a pistol? No, it's two-hand ranged. Oh, it's a sniper. Adari Farseer mesh armor. Damn! That's some high armor. Also that right here. I'm okay with that. Alright, so her weapon is... Oh, hers is still better. Eye of Hecton is insane. Okay. Dirt-covered Vox. You know, Stanza, I missed the times when fire cultivated were only used for working in the fields. Back then, caught by a throne. Alright. Is there anywhere else we can go? We just leave.
I always keep my options open.
Alright. Just get out of here. How does one go?
Keep a sharp eye.
How about a dull eye? Crass World Origin. Aladari Guardsman Mesh Armor. Plus 15 agility. I just might find something better for her. While the wearer adjacent to full coverage, the dodge chance calculated without considering the enemy's perception value. I'm gonna switch this because, yeah, 15 agility is nice. Ooh. I must have to talk to somebody to get out of here.
Let us not dawdle.
No. How does one get out of here? Don't tell me I'm bugged.
Always keep your eye on the price.
I mean, the whole map is open. This is where I keep... Oh, wait, here.
Is there money to be made?
Was it on the map? Make the goods.
I always keep my options open.
Well, I'm not gonna sure what's gonna happen after we just murdered the rogue trader. Okay, so somewhere on here we got, that's where the homunculi are. That's what we gotta find. Okay, first of all, I want to talk to Abelard. Abby, where are you hiding? You won? Awesome. Chiefs won. I thought he was right around here. There he is.
Lord Captain, allow me to express my gratitude once again for your assistance. If it weren't for your intervention, my entire family could have been executed on false charges. I could have lost them all. I never imagined the Versarians would be so vulnerable while I serve as seneschal to the Lord Captain himself, far from home.
My wife hates video games. Hates them. She will never play them.
To tell you the truth, Lord Captain, this whole situation has got me thinking. As patriarch of the Versarian family, I have a responsibility to my bloodline. Yes, it is my duty to serve as seneschal to the rogue trader, and I have no intention of relinquishing that role if you find my service as satisfactory as did Lady Theodora. However, if I could be more involved in my family's affairs and still serve the von Valancius dynasty.
What do you want? Tell me plainly. She would be fun to comment. No. She does not like games at all. She would. I've gotten her to play one video game, and that was The Sims when they first came out. No, she hates it. Doesn't want to watch it. None of it.
Under Lady Theodora, I served as steward of the Trade Protectorate on more than one occasion. In that capacity, I was based on Dargonus, rather than traveling with the rogue trader on the flagship. If it would be possible, after the immediate need for my presence is over, I would like to return to that position. To oversee the Trade Protectorate on the capital world, while at the same time presiding over the Versarian family, and using my authority to help elevate it.
I understand your desire. Traditions and old ways must change. I will allow you to return to Dargonus after the immediate crisis of the Expanse has passed.
Thank you, Lord Captain. Under my watch, the Trade Protectorate will remain safe and prosper, in service to you. Well then, Lord Captain, it is time I return to my duties. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Find the culprit. Take my leave. What?
Lord Captain.
Find the culprit? What was find the culprit? How did I fail find the culprit? I don't even know what that is. It's not on here. I don't know. Okay, so we gotta find the homunculus hideout. I think we gotta go to space and come right back down. Which at least saves you money. I watch some people's videos to find out what games. I watch this guy called Splattercat, and he plays a lot of indie games. And sometimes he has games. That's why I have these like weird games nobody's ever heard of, because he plays nothing but indie games, and he has some of them that are pretty interesting. So I mean, sometimes I try them out. So if I have a demo day or something, I try those out. Our chaplain was praying to good health and a speedy return of your lordship. Allow me to inquire about the fate of Lord Captain Winterscale. Perhaps you were lucky enough to meet. Unfortunately, in all this time, he has not contacted his subjects. He perished during the hunt. So this is how things turned out. The death of his lordship is a great tragedy for the entire dynasty. Vastness of my grief mitigated only by the knowledge that the Lord Captain perished in a fierce battle. We'd have no other way. I could attack his ship? Farewell then. I'm not gonna ask about the deal. I murdered him. Okay. Homunculus. Lord Captain, we found it. The door is closed and practically feel its metal handle in my hand. Oh, it's her quest. Okay, so she's here. Oh, great. We gotta bring her. Voices are whispering over each other in my bloody ears. I can't make out what they're saying. Please take me with you. Please, please, please. Alright, we'll go. Thank you. Alright, so, yeah, we'll take Pascal out and have her. Okay, but before we go, let's do our level up. Four hours later. This is ridiculous. Okay. Well, let's see. I mean, just carouse, I think it's probably the best. Bloody mess. Anytime a Voidborn character scores a critical hit, there's a 10% chance of double the damage. While a Voidborn character has more than 50% wounds, all chances of all creatures, including enemies, in a 3-cell radius are increased by 10%. Whenever a psyker uses damaging psych, no, don't really use too many psyker stuff. Whenever the Vanguard hits an enemy with an attack of opportunity, that enemy must make a willpower resistance test. On a failed test, the Vanguard becomes a priority target. I kind of like that. Let's just do that. Not you. No, I don't know about you. All right. I think, let's see, you're good at awareness. Stack with that. Every 9 successful dodge. Every time a psyker deals mental damage from any source other than aftershock, the target suffers half as much mental damage. Psi rating 3? That. I will do Pascal because after this we're going to go right back to him. Alright, so you are good at tech. And Medicae. I'm going to give you Medicae. While wearing heavy armor, I don't think he can wear heavy armor. Difficulty is 4 or higher. The bounty hunter additionally gains 2 AP. I don't like that. Extra AP is nice. Hi, my creepy beauty. Like warp. A little warp. She's the only one that's good at it. Allies that are targeted by the navigator's abilities have a +5 to all resistance tests. Yeah, we'll do that. Just max out on all of her stuffs. What do I want to give you? Maybe Lord Xenos? Each use of aim the opening on the same target reduces the target's dodge and dodge reduction by -10 stacks. And the last damaged by an assassin suffers the witness that. While the assassin has no allies in a 5-cell radius around them, they get a +10 and 10 dodge reduction. Kind of like that one. Let's do that because she's always by herself. Let's see. You got demolition or awareness. Need much more demolition. I'm at 120. Who has high awareness? Dira does, but she's never with me. Your elite's 97. Same with her. We'll give her awareness. Or boom. Archmullet gains 2 times the ballistic bonus weapon skill. An extra. Well, no. Yeah. No, never mind. I don't want that. Deals 15% damage to targets that have a priority target, regardless if they're targeting the Archmilitant or someone else. There we go. Yeah. Alright, Abby,